Hello, bronies, ponies, and Pegasisters, and welcome to EquestriaTalk. I'm Indigo Wisp.
And I'm Static Blitz.
And today we have here Rina-Chan. Why don't you say hi to everyone, Rina?
Hi, every pony.
And as usual, we have a set list of questions, and actually a lot more than usual. We were actually ready this time.
Not a lot more, but we have about the same.
No, not a lot more, but we were actually ready this time, except...
Don't want to scare Rina-Chan away with all our... I've got a lot of questions.
Well, I just mean better than our John interview. Alright, so for the first question, how long have you been a voice actor?
Since 2004.
Nice, that's pretty good. So, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know, I can't do math right now. My mind isn't with me.
Do you make any art or music or anything?
I sing. I actually don't know how to produce music, and my drawings are pretty much like I can draw stick figures.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm the same. I can't draw worth to save my life.
Every time I draw, it looks like they have a growth or something on them. It's like big old lumps all over.
Alright. I'm sure you've been to conventions. How many conventions would you say you've been to?
Well, I've gone to a lot of cons before because around the time I started voice acting, I started cosplaying and going to conventions and things like that. And the first con that I ever traveled to was Sakura Con in Seattle. As far as being a guest at cons, I have been a guest at Brony Fanfare and Canterlot Gardens, and then this year I have a lot of cons lined up, which I'm really excited about.
That's pretty cool. Did you go to the panel at Canterlot Gardens with Andrew WK?
No, I didn't get to make that one.
I watched a little bit of it on the live stream, but I didn't really have time to watch it all. I was sad face.
Crap, I can't even read your handwriting.
My handwriting's just fine.
Alright, I'll go to the next question. What characters have you voice acted as? Would you be able to name off a couple that were your favorite?
Well, I've played pretty much every pony at some point in time. My favorite pony to voice is Final Scratch, which unfortunately I haven't gotten to voice very much, but hopefully more in the future. We'll see. I like playing Colgate. There's not a lot of projects with her, but she's fun. I really like playing background ponies because I get to create a voice for them as opposed to just voice matching, you know?
Oh, yeah, that is true.
But as a little project you could do, you could try and reenact the epic wub time as Vinyl.
Well, my voice for her is a little different than that. I kind of take a slightly less tomboyish approach to her, and not quite as over the top. I don't really know how to explain it without actually doing the voice, but it's kind of like I make her really energetic when she's on stage, but then if she's just like hanging out at home with Tavi or whatever, she's more chill.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what you mean. Just not as like with Now Acting, she has more of the rap type tomboyish voice for her.
Yeah, and I mean that's cool. Like everybody has their own take on it. I just I wish more people would give mine a chance, I think, and if they still don't like it, that's cool, but I just want a chance, you know?
Well, I've heard it before. I like it. I think it's good.
But I'm sure you'll get a chance sooner or later. There'll be someone that wants to use your voice.
Oh yeah. Okay, what pony from the series would you say has a cutie mark that stands out to you?
Huh. I have to think about that one. That's actually like one of the most unique questions that I've gotten asked in an interview.
Ooh, nice.
Well, I mean, a lot of people ask about Colgate's cutie mark because they're like, why does she have an hourglass like Dr. Hooves? And some people said maybe it's like a little hourglass you get to show you how long you're supposed to brush your teeth. I'm trying to think if there's like any background ponies where their cutie marks aren't really explained. Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of their cutie marks make sense, I guess, but the hourglass is still kind of a mystery for a lot of people. Be- it kind of makes sense for Dr. Hooves, but we don't know about Colgate or some of the other ponies who have it.
Yeah. In a way, I always kind of question Derpy's cutie mark, but everyone says for her bubbly personality.
Or because she's kind of like ditzy and like bubbles, like, woo! I don't know.
Yeah.
So, what's your personal definition of love and tolerance?
I think that it's a nice idea, but a lot of people tend to throw around the phrase and not really practice it. Unfortunately, I have met a lot of hateful people in the Brony community. There's hateful people in every fandom and every community, so don't get me wrong. But I don't know. It's just a lot of the same people that I notice tend to go, oh, love and tolerance are like the same people who hate on me for trying to voice Final Scratch or hate on me because they don't like, like the personality I give Colgate or whatever their thing of the moment is. So I don't know. I just feel like if you're going to go around saying that, you should kind of stop and look at what you do and how you treat other people in the fandom and outside of the fandom.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't understand why people just say like they don't like it. Explain why you don't like it. Tell me,
Yeah, like I'm totally cool with people being constructive. It's just that a lot of people aren't constructive. They just say that, "Hey, this sucks."
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, can you tell me what you don't like about it at least?
Yeah, exactly. If I get enough reasons of that same category, then I'll try and do something. But
Sometimes they'll just say it just sucks.
yeah.
So okay, then obviously it must not suck then.
I mean, it always makes me laugh when I see that in the comment. You suck. It's like, you didn't give a reason, so it doesn't hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
But what pony from the show would you say resembles you in a way the most?
When I'm on lots of caffeine, people say I'm like Pinkie Pie, and when I get stressed out, they say I'm like Twilight. So I think I kind of can relate to a lot of different ponies in different ways, depending on my mood at the moment and how much caffeine I've had.
Yeah, that's usually a common answer because they resemble a lot of people's emotions. So it's a pretty big common answer, but it's always nice to hear different ones that they have to give out.
Yeah, it's always nice to hear someone's...
Even in some ways, I'm like Rarity because I really like fashion. I mean, as much as, I'm kind of a tomboy and a gamer, I'm also a girly girl at heart, and I like, makeup and clothes and all that kind of stuff.
Gamer for the win. I've been a gamer since I was 2 years old.
Nice.
Proud of it.
Have you ever been in any movies or voice acted in any movie cartoons or anything?
I've been in a few anime. I'm in Lagrange as the lead character, Madoka. I'm in Blue Exorcist as Izumo, and I recently did an episodic part for Nura.
Lagrange sounds so familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like one of those girls and giant robots kind of thing.
Oh, I think I've seen a few of those episodes. All right. What about any video games? Have you been in any of? Have you voice acted in any of those?
Yeah, I'm in Castle Crashers as the princesses. I'm in Skullgirls as Marie, who's the final boss. I'm in Mugen Souls as Shushu. It's like a JRPG, and she's the lead character, which is pretty cool. Luminous Arc 2 as Karen and Alicia. I don't think what else. Fighting is Magic. I'm Mayor Mare.
Oh, nice.
A bunch more stuff on my site.
That's awesome. Castle Crashers. Me and Static play that game all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So then you've rescued me.
Yeah, we always he cheats sometimes. He'll constantly use his magic.
No, do not cheat.
Yes, you
I
do.
used it to to my advantage.
But Skullgirls, I've been meaning to play that. I'm a real sucker for the 2D fighting type games. Like I have been ever since like Killer Instinct or something. So
Nice. I really like Guilty Gear. That's my favorite game.
oh, I think I've played a little bit of that.
Yeah, I played a little bit of that. Can't remember when. Was there ever a moment in the MLP series that got you really emotional?
Yeah, the whole Raising the Barn episode, I don't know, for some reason I was just like, oh, the feels! And even the recent Fluttershy and Discord episode, like, I agree with what a lot of people said, that it felt kind of rushed, and it felt like they were trying to, oh, we're just gonna reform this awesome villain like that. But at the same time, it was like, when Discord was like, oh, I've never had a friend before. I'm like, dude, I can totally relate to that.
Yeah, there was after that episode, I went on Twitter and it's like, holy crap, the whole wall was covered in people angry about it.
Mm-hmm. At the same time, I think sometimes people do expect a little too much from what was originally intended to be a children's show. Like, people are freaking out so much about the whole Alicorn Twilight thing and saying that they're leaving the fandom. And I'm like, you guys haven't even seen the episode yet. Wait for it to come out. And then if it really sucks as much as you think it's going to suck, then deal with it. But, I mean, I have a lot of faith in the writers. I've met them personally at conventions, and they are really good at what they do. So...
Oh, yes, they are.
What we've seen right here, they're very good at their job.
I kind of feel like, I don't know if this is correct, but as for like the Discord and Trixie episodes being kind of rushed, I think they were under a lot of pressure from the fans to bring those characters back. And then with the season being so short, they couldn't really do a whole lot of 2-part episodes. Like, I don't know. That's just kind of my theory as to why they did what they did.
See, that's the thing, though. They shouldn't be pressured by the fans. Just do what they want.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my opinion, anyway.
There's a lot of fans out there that get pretty violent and want it right now.
That's true. Those are the fanboys, I guess. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I already asked that. How did you feel about My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic when you first saw it?
Well, before I saw the show, I thought it was just kind of one of those fads that everyone on the internet was into at the moment, and I didn't really feel like getting into a new series. Then I started watching it because I needed a voice reference for something, and I was like, hey, this is pretty good. And then I watched another episode, and I was like, yeah, this is pretty good. And I watched another episode, and I was like, okay, I'm hooked.
Next thing you know, it's 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened to me. I mean, my brother spammed me with clips from the show, and okay, I decided to watch it on Netflix on my 3DS. Next thing I know, it's I don't know, close to 3 in the morning, and I haven't slept yet.
Well, I feel sorry for the people who have just gotten into the fandom recently, because when I got into it, it was still season 1, halfway through season 1 or something like that. So I didn't have that much to catch up on, and then I could just watch the episodes as they came out. But for people getting into it now, it's they have so much to catch up on and so much fan content, all the background ponies and all this stuff that you're supposed to know about. And actually, that's kind of how I feel right now, because I just started reading Homestuck and everyone else is so much farther along.
I was lucky to get in where I was. I think I got in right after season 2 ended. So I was lucky for that.
I got in when Winter Wrap-Up was first premiering. So.
3 months of winter coolness.
And awesome holidays.
We kept our hoopsies warm at home, tying off from work to play.
Wow, that's good. Wow.
Maybe we should do some Pinkie Pie videos.
I have, but my Pinkie Pie is not that accurate. I can do her singing voice, but I can't really sound like her normally.
People say that I can sound like butterscotch. They think I would... Sorry, keep interrupting.
Pinkie Pie has a unique voice. It's hard. That would be a hard one to match.
It's hard for me to do any of Andrea Libman's voices. I can kind of do Fluttershy, but I think a lot of people can do Fluttershy.
Well, that wasn't bad at all. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I have a friend who sounds like exactly like Pinkie Pie, so I think I'm high standards, you know?
Yeah.
I think I've been thinking about uploading some kind of impressions of Butterscotch. I don't know.
Yeah, go for it.
Have you done any collaborations with anybody?
Yeah, I collaborated with Wooden Toaster and Living Tombstone on the song Lost on the Moon. I did Hooves Up High with Silverhound. I'm doing a song with New Catalyst right now. I did like background vocals for Disco Lights by Pinkie Pie Swear and Alex S, which was like amazing. And oh, and actually the first person I ever collabed with was Eurobeat Brony, which was a huge honor. I did background vocals for his Flim Flam Brothers song, and then more recently for his original song called Gone.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I really love that song, Hooves Up High.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It is. Gotta put the notes to me. Where are we?
Collaborations. Right there.
Where was it?
That was
Okay.
the
What was the very first thing you were ever voice acting in?
In the pony fandom or ever?
Just ever.
I remember the first role I ever got cast for was Sailor Mars in some kind of Sailor Moon radio play, but it never happened. Like, I recorded my lines, but they never finished it.
Sounds like something that I'm doing, kind of. Like, this person is still hoping to go with it, but I got cast as a role on some kind of YouTube thing. I'm going to be doing a male Applejack.
Oh, wow.
I'm excited.
Which is canon now.
Yeah, I'm nervous and excited, but he said he's still hoping to go with it.
Well, you just gotta do your best.
I don't think I'm a very good male Applejack.
Wouldn't male Applejack just kind of sound like Big Mac? That's always what I've imagined, but more verbose.
Yeah.
This is your brother Applejack, most loyalist of friends and the most dependable of ponies.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Thank you.
How long have you been singing for?
I started singing when I was about 12, and I was pretty terrible, but now that there's electronic music and auto-tune and stuff, like, since I want to do electronic music, then it's not as big of a deal, you know? It's more about the tone of your voice, since there's a lot of effects put on it anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what Wooden Toaster does a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But it sounds good with his songs.
I'm trying to practice to sing, but I'm not too great yet.
Yeah. I still would like to be a better singer because obviously the less autotune they have to put on, the better. And sometimes I end up sounding like a Vocaloid, but yeah.
So, how did you react when you first read the fanfiction My Little Dashie?
It was okay. I was like, I don't really see what the huge deal is about this, but I mean, it was good writing, I guess.
Well, we were able to get the author of it, and I don't know, it was able to make me sob, so.
Well, that's cool.
I'm emotional at times.
Her music mix? What?
Have you heard Mike reading?
Oh, have you heard the Mike the Microphone's reading of My Little Dashie?
Yeah, I think so, a long time ago. That's another person I'd like to collab with, but he is always busy.
Yeah, he's real busy all the time.
Yeah, we've been trying to get him on an interview.
Yeah.
Maybe, because we're going to a bunch of the same cons, maybe I'll bug him and be like, hey, can we do a Homestead collaboration? Because that'd be super fun.
Well, we're hoping maybe we can do a video interview with him when we go. that'd be awesome. Maybe even Tombstone.
Yeah, if they're not like swamped with autographs and.
But what's your favorite song from the My Little Pony series?
Oh, wow, that's a hard one. I really liked the Stay aria. It kind of reminded me of a Disney song or something like that. As far as like songs to just listen to, Bab's Seed was a really good one. I actually really like Raise This Barn. I know a lot of people didn't like it or they felt it was kind of boring or whatever, but I thought it was really good, and Simgratina's remix of it was phenomenal.
Yeah, his remix. I don't know. I think I like the remix a little better.
Yeah, it's energetic. I think with a lot of these remixes, they take something that's really good from the show and just make it even better. That's what I feel like.
Yeah, and I liked how they made Bab's Seed song into like a music video type thing. That was cool. I already asked one.
So, we heard from a source that you're playing in the movie My Little Dashie.
Huh? I'm sorry?
We heard from one of our friends that you're playing in the movie My Little Dashie.
Yeah, I believe I'm supposed to be voicing Princess Celestia. I haven't really heard from them in a long time, but...
Okay.
Yeah, I think the guy put up a video recently just called Apologies My Little Dashie Movie or something like that. I don't know what it was, but alright, can you think of any more? What has been your favorite episode of the series?
Return of Harmony.
Oh, that was a good one. Sorry, we're kind of going to our basic questions now.
You can always ask me for voice requests.
Oh, wow. Well, can you try and do Fluttershy?
Well, if you want me to, then I suppose I could.
She's my favorite out of all of them. I don't know. I guess she resembles who I was back then. I always stayed to myself, and I never talked. I mumbled kind of.
Have you ever done a Twilight Sparkle before?
Oh, well, actually, Twilight Sparkle is the character that people think I sound most like.
Yeah, that's... Wow.
In fact, I recently posted a video called Twilight's Response to Becoming an Alicorn, and someone in the description thought it was Tara Strong, which I thought was really cool. I don't think I sound exactly like Tara, but I try when I voice Twilight.
I actually saw that. I need to watch that. Wasn't it just a really short video though?
It was. It was just like, some pony called a ambulance because every pony is getting butthurt.
I actually saw this picture. I can't remember where. The Flutter ambulance. Applejack got hurt, and Fluttershy's in a box with a Flutter ambulance. It was really cute. All right, you got any more? So I think that's it. It was a pretty short interview, but still was a lot of fun. So thank you very much, Rina-Chan, for being on our show.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And that's gonna be it. We are EquestriaTalk. I'm Indigo Wisp.
I'm Static Blitz.
And she is Rina-Chan. Thank you all for watching. And Brohuff. Yeah. How about Rarity?
Oh, well, Rarity's a difficult one, but very fun. So, thank you for having me on EquestriaTalk this lovely evening.
I had to record that.